All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second time that we are recording this intro. I cracked the Red Bull on the first time, but it's already cracked, so I'm just gonna pretend to crack it and just chug it real quick for you guys.
We already knee deep in the Red Bull.
All right, so what is up and what is good to everybody out there, all the supporters, all the subscribers, all the homies, friends, family, what is cracking? I know that you guys are probably unfamiliar with seeing me in this situation or just seeing anything like this on my channel, which is perfectly fine because there's always a first time for everything, man. So if you guys watched the video yesterday, I kind of explained what's like going on like in my head and like how I see things are going on YouTube and like just on social media and just like the things that I'm into. And I explained that I just want to try to switch shit up a little bit for you guys. You know, I want to continue to give you guys the content that you guys want to see, the content that you guys want to hear, but just be able to do it in my own personal way and like switch shit up and like try to just keep
switch it up,
try to keep people guessing, you know, like everybody I feel like is doing the same thing. So I'm just going to try to bring a different aspect to it and just like do the things that I love and do the things that you guys want to see, but just do it in a different way that sets us apart from the rest. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, dude, low key. I mean, low key, that's the best thing to do. Everybody's doing the same exact thing.
I'll just take this moment real quick to introduce the homie right here, the co-host, the man with the plan, Rami John Renata.
What it do, what it do. Yeah, Rami John Renata, either one, aka, you feel me? It might be John Renata, it might not be.
It might not be. But Rami is my childhood friend back. I think I met Rami for the first time when we were in 7th grade, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, dude. I can't believe you remember that shit. Low key, I forgot about that.
It was homeroom class in 7th grade. We're not going to dwell on that.
12 years old, bro.
Yeah, it was like some love at first sight type shit.
Pause.
But we don't need to talk about that right now. So Rami's been here for the past couple weeks helping us with the studio. He put a lot of time and effort into the ceiling, which I appreciate. And he's going to be here to help us finish the studio. And Rami's actually the one that got all this audio hooked up. So without him, we wouldn't even be doing this. So shout out to Rami. I'm going to leave his Instagram and his SoundCloud in the description of this video. It will probably be on the screen of this video as well. So make sure you guys go show Rami some love and welcome him to the channel with open arms. So before we actually do get right into it, basically me and Rami's plan is to just have a certain amount of subjects or have a different subject each time that we turn on the camera and have a setting like this. For the first time, we didn't want to have a subject that's too complex or like something that like the viewers or you guys watching.
Yeah, kind of a good introduction.
Yeah, like an introduction. We don't want you guys to get lost. Like I don't want to drop an hour and 30-minute like podcast or discussion about like all this crazy shit for the first one because you guys are expecting this at all. So we're going to do our best to try to keep it to, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or 25 minutes, get the point across. And then please, if you guys are watching this, dude, and you guys make it to the end of the video, please make sure you guys leave a comment down below and let us know like what you think about what we're doing, what you think about this setup, about the ideas that we have, what we just did, what we can do. If you guys have suggestions for how we could change it, make it better, if you guys have topics that you want us to talk about or whatever the case may be, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section because really that's where I'm gonna go after this video has been live for X amount of time, and that's really how I'm gonna base what we're gonna do next off of what you guys want, dude. So I hope you guys stick around for the entire video. Like I said, I'm going to try not to make it an hour and 30 minutes long, but let it be a nice little solid, thorough discussion. There's a bunch of topics at hand that I already have a full list of, but we thought that the best topic that we could start with and do like this series introduction with is the topic of wearing a skateboard brand if you don't skate, or is it okay to wear Supreme if you don't skate? Can you wear Thrasher and not be a skateboarder?
Ooh, touchy subject. Touchy subject.
Okay, well, first and foremost, yes or no, Rami? Can you?
Bro, obviously you can physically wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. But I don't know, dude. Yeah, there's really no straight yes or no answer to that, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there is no yes or no answer, and that's why we're gonna dig into a little bit and really see like what people have said about it, what we feel about it, how we each personally feel about it, and all that kind of good stuff, dude. So I don't know about for you guys, but when I first started skateboarding, I'm not the best skateboarder. Everybody always asks me, like, post skating videos, like, can you skate?
suck.
Like blah blah blah. I mean, people see me skate in the vlogs and shit, but I've never, like, they want me to, like, post a part or some shit, which is not possible.
Straight
dude.
up.
Like,
They need the sleepy part.
it's not possible, dude. Like, when I was younger, I used to be better at skating. All my homies were still better than me, but like, I've never been like a killer skateboarder. But skateboarding has always been in the center of my heart, dude. Like, when I was younger, growing up, my mom, like, always encouraged me to ride a skateboard. And
I fuck with that, dude. I fuck with that when, like, people are, like, stupid into skating. Like, for example, I've had so many friends who just, like, you know, they stick with you. They'll go to every fucking spot, you know, skate everything, but they can't do shit.
Yeah.
They're just trying to ollie down every set and jumping off. They're really not trying, but they fucking love it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're
No,
down
dude,
for the
it's-
culture. They fit in. They love it.
Okay, dude, it's possible for sure, dude. I know multiple people like that, and I am kind of like that myself, dude. Like, I will sit
I'm not
there-
saying you can't ollie down some shit.
No,
I'm
no.
just saying.
No, I'm saying, like, I'm more of the kind of person, like, I'll go to any spot and skate anywhere, but, like, you're not going to see me trying to fucking tray flip the big four, dude, at AP. Like, it's just,
okay.
yeah,
It's
it's just
okay.
not going to happen, dude. But, dude,
all right.
honestly, like, you know, skateboarding has been a part of my life for a long time since I was a kid. And, you know, for me, like, growing up wearing skateboarding clothes, obviously it was not like it is nowadays, dude. You know, like,
Not
when
at
I
all.
was in like 6th grade, 7th grade, it's like nobody, like, you wouldn't see some kid at school wearing a Thrasher t-shirt.
Imagine if you took that old school skate swag from when we were kids into
Oh,
now
yeah.
and see if people would buy it. Big fat Osiris's, big
Oh
fat
my
Fallens,
god, dude.
big
Hey,
old
shout out if you
S's.
guys have ever worn the Osiris D2s, the fat puffy shoes, then leave a comment or like the video, dude. Fuck
Yes.
yeah. I remember I was in 6th grade and I bought those D2s. They were black and I fucking wore them to sleep the night I got them. And I woke up
Yeah,
the
you're
next day
sick for
with my
that.
shoes on ready to go to school, dude. So yeah, basically, I mean, as far as what
That's
I was
too
saying
much.
was, like, I never, like, it would never really was like a topic to talk about until, like, I feel like recently within the past, I don't know, 5 years or 6 years. Do you agree?
No, I don't think it's ever been an issue. I don't think it's ever been this accepted into fucking mainstream culture. You know, you wouldn't see big pop stars and stuff wearing Osiris shirts or
DC
or Toy
Eddies.
Machine shirts, you know, with Welcome to Hell on the front of it, or Jump Off a Building, shout out that video. You wouldn't see that on the front of Rihanna's shirt.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But maybe today you might, you know.
No, you for sure would see her today wearing that shit. Here's one thing, like, there was, like, this article in 2016 September, so, like, a year ago, dude. It's, I guess, like, somebody from Thrasher spoke on this subject, like, people, it's not this exact subject, like, people that don't skate wearing Thrasher. It was more directed towards, like, celebrities that clearly do not skateboard that wear Thrasher, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was directed towards Justin Bieber and Rihanna, and the title of the article says Thrasher wants Justin Bieber and Rihanna to stop wearing its clothes.
Yeah, I seen the title. I didn't read the full article, and I just saw the title and made sure I saw who said that quote.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, the article's really not that long, but basically, there is somebody that is affiliated with Thrasher in some way, and he said, "We don't send boxes to Justin Bieber or Rihanna or those effing clowns. The pavement is where the real shit is. Blood and scabs. Does it get realer than that?" So, I mean, dude, but it's weird because it's like, look, this is where it gets weird for me, because it's like, dude, here's Thrasher, and I guess you could say Thrasher is more of like a core skateboarding brand, more so than like Supreme.
Definitely, 100% so.
So look, like, you have Supreme, like, basically you have these two, like, mainstream artists right here, Justin Bieber and Rihanna, that are wearing Thrasher, and Thrasher is not cool with it. But then on the other hand, it's like you have Supreme, which is a skateboarding company, but then they release shirts of people on them wearing their brand shirts, and those people clearly do not ride a skateboard.
The photo tees.
Yeah, the photo tees is basically what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
dude.
that's more of an homage. That's more of a shout out to that artist. It's not saying that this person's like skateboarding, this person's Supreme, this person represents Supreme. It's not saying any of that, you know, which can easily be misconstrued because I guess they're right on the front of a Supreme shirt wearing
That's
another
what I'm
Supreme
saying.
shirt.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
But
So
no.
it's like I understand like where it comes from, and I understand that they're not saying like, oh, these dudes fucking skate, but it's like I think Supreme has like got to the point where it's like they're kind of like in this middle ground where they're not speaking out about it. They're not saying like our clothes are only for skateboarders, but then they're not saying like everybody just fucking wear all of our clothes.
They're not going to lose money. You know, they're not going to lose money. And I don't really think that Supreme is chirping over it like Thrasher might be, because Thrasher went through a whole fucking dark phase, and that whole culture, dude, just went through a dark phase where, like, you know, punks, young hip-hop dudes, you know, the outcasts, that's what Thrasher fucking represented. And the niggas that Thrasher put on for everybody in their high school that was getting bullied, picked on, all that type of shit. And then now the bullies are wearing the same shit. They're wearing it and they're repping it. And niggas are asking them, don't wear this shit, bro. It was supposed to be our outlet against you. And they're saying, nah, fuck you, bro. You know, I'm a rocket. You know, I like the design.
That's
but it
crazy.
means something. You feel me? It means something to these niggas. It means something to the creators. And they've been putting on since the 80s. You know, they've been
for
here.
sure.
So it's not like they need these people. They're not trying to appeal to these people. And these people never liked them in the first goddamn place.
Yeah, but
Shit.
dude, you know what's crazy too? The only way I could say that there's like a difference between the two, or the two brands take different stances, is because there's an article of somebody from Thrasher commenting on it, and there's really no article from Supreme commenting on it. That's the only way I could say that.
That's true.
You know, they have different stances, but then you see Supreme and Thrasher collaborating together, you know, like
Hell yeah.
Thrasher understands what Supreme is and like how many people actually wear that brand that are not into skateboarding and that really don't give a fuck about skateboarding or really don't care about that kind of culture at all, but they know that it's popular, so they like to wear it. And then you have Thrasher collaborating.
And you're saying, but
with
Thrasher's still collabing with them. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel you. But like, dude, it would be fucked up to like discriminate against people or their art because of how it's received. You know,
Yeah.
because of the consumers or maybe some of the people buying it, we're just not gonna fuck with you. You know, that's weird. You know, their intentions are still pure. You know, Supreme, their intentions are extremely pure. You know, they have one of the raddest skate teams out here, and they're one of the rawest motherfuckers out here that are really skating. Not like no weird shit, no promo weird. You know, like dropping people, not like helping your riders out. They really help their fucking team out,
yeah,
and they
dude.
put it on for them, dude. It's fucking sick, and it's the definition of skateboarding. So if Thrasher didn't rock with them, then it would just be weird. But of course they might not rock with some of the shit that, you know, the people that are buying Supreme are doing, because those are the same people that Thrasher is possibly talking about right there.
The consumers, right?
Yeah, the consumers.
I mean, I feel like they've got it to a point where it's like they kind of just let the consumers like call it for what it is or what they think that it is. You know, it's like you always see people on the internet like, dude, like somebody will comment on a video and be like, dude, you don't even fucking ride a skateboard, like blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, that's like, I feel like that's what they're just letting that happen. You know, it's people that really have like no real say in the matter, or like they're you know what I'm saying?
That's what sucks, dude. You know, you're sitting there just sitting back watching something you enjoyed for years, just maybe going to some hands that of people that you don't agree with and never agreed with you even when you were wearing those clothes. So
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, and it puts a bad taste in your mouth if you're a skateboarder and, you know, you've been putting on for it forever and you've been rocking it, and
Yeah, dude.
someone you hate and that used to, you know, kick you off of their fucking driveway for skating starts wearing Thrasher, then you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
You know?
dude, I understand that for sure. I always think about that too. Like, damn, dude, like these dudes like that are just affiliated with Supreme or skate for Supreme that like have probably been wearing that brand for just so long, like just grew up wearing it. Like that's all that they knew when nobody cared about it. Like that's all that they cared about.
Yeah.
And then it's like to see where it's gotten today. And then like, I don't know, I'm just sure there's some kind of like give and take and like some kind of like bittersweet taste with like still, you know, loving it or like wanting to be a part of it. It's just like, fuck, dude, you know, it's like you can have somebody that's affiliated with Supreme that's been wearing it since they were a kid, wearing the same hoodie, walking down the street, and then pass somebody that's just like 15 years old wearing a Supreme hoodie. The dude has no idea who's anybody is, you know. I'm sure that's like some kind of makes them feel some type of way.
There's definitely a disconnect there. Because it just, you know, it just hurts to see something that's maybe considered your baby or really close to you treated like just another garment or, you know, thing to throw on and look cool, claim the culture. For example, what if somebody's, you know, wearing a Metallica t-shirt, Misfits t-shirt, Black Flag t-shirt, and they've never listened to the band, but it makes them look cool and interesting when they're rocking the fucking t-shirt. So they're going to throw it right the fuck on.
Yeah, dude, that's another subject for sure, dude. That's like kind of goes hand in hand with it. You know, it's like these people wearing band tees, and like especially I think it's more popular with women, and which is even more funny because I just feel like less women are more or less informed about like those kind of bands, or like I mean,
don't discriminate.
No, I'm not.
No, they're not.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all.
You're saying the girls aren't hardcore.
Dude, okay, if you go to a fucking Slayer concert, dog, like
you can get beat the fuck up by some girls swinging her face.
Oh, I'm not doubting that, but I'm saying 80% of the popularity,
big sweaty dudes.
Yes, that's all I'm saying. I'm not discriminating in any way, shape, or form.
I feel you.
Alexandra's sitting in the other room. She wears fucking Led Zeppelin tees all day, so it's, you know. But yeah, dude.
Shout out Phelps, by the way, because that was Jake Phelps.
Jake Phelps actually made those comments.
Yes, if you don't know Jake Phelps, he's the big gnarly dude, the old gnarly dude that you're watching in all those King of the Roads episodes that you probably tune into. And he's the editor of Thrasher. Dude's been fucking running it for years. One of the gnarliest dudes, and he's been bringing the craziest skaters together.
I'm not for it or against it. You know, I really don't care personally.
Like, yeah, I'm completely neutral. I feel both sides, I guess. But I can't say that if I wasn't into skateboarding and Thrasher and stuff, I don't think I would wear the brands, but I definitely feel where someone's coming from. You're into clothes, you want something sick to wear, it looks sick. Since when has that been out of the rule book, you know?
Yeah, so for sure.
I feel both sides.
I mean, I just think at the point that we're at today, you know, like it's something that we can talk about like we are right now, but as far as like the problem getting solved or like one party being happy, it's just not going to happen.
Good luck,
dude.
y'all. Good luck with that.
So I know you were like involved in the skate scene, especially like in Hollywood, because you lived in Hollywood for some years and like did a lot of skateboarding out there in like North Hollywood, and like just been around like professional skaters and amateur skaters, and like hanging around me, your interest in Supreme has grown. But like really like outside of me bringing you into it, like you really weren't like really on Supreme like that, and you hanging around with like a lot of skaters, even professional skaters, you don't like, did you see a lot of Supreme or?
That's funny. I'll be honest, no. The maybe it was just the dudes I was hanging out with. I don't know. You know, I'm not going to say all pro skateboarders don't wear Supreme or something, but no, I really wouldn't see anybody wear Supreme from dudes that I know that like would hang out, you know, that professionally skateboard, but also on the flip side, at the skate park, you know what I'm saying? Like kids, everybody, I wouldn't see people chasing Supreme like that, but you know, for sure, there's always that one kid at the skate park that's flexing on everybody with his, you know, pink camo Thrasher pants and his box logo or something, you know, every now and then. Wasn't heavy out there, definitely not. It's funny because if you go to a skate park, you're really not going to see that much Supreme, but if you walk down Fairfax, you're going to see more European kids with their European moms just wearing Supreme who don't own a skateboard.
The only time I see people like wearing Supreme and skating it is in Supreme skate videos or Supreme promo videos. Like really, that's the only time that I see it. But as far as like going somewhere and seeing skateboarders actually skateboard and them wearing Supreme, it just doesn't. I just don't see it a lot.
Definitely.
Dude.
You know, I'm not, even when I mentioned pro skaters, even, you know, anybody like sitting at their house with a skateboard, I'm not saying those people aren't into Supreme.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to really, you know, be able to buy a $300, you know, hoodie or whatever and skate it and fuck it up. Nobody can really afford that, you know, unless you're sponsored by the goddamn company. So
I seen like in a couple like posts on Baker's Instagram, I've seen like a couple dudes that ride for Baker. They went on like this trip to Dubai or some shit, and like one of the homies was wearing a Black Box logo hoodie, like in multiple pictures and multiple videos. And what I just realized is last season, at the end of last season, I was going into Supreme and they were selling Baker shit. Like they have a couple Baker hats in there.
That's gang shit.
Yeah, and they were playing the Death Wish video too. So I thought that was super chill. I don't know about you guys, but like my dream collaboration for Supreme would be Baker Supreme or Death Wish and Supreme.
That'd be lit, bro.
Just because obviously I love Supreme, but like as far as skateboarding goes, like the boss Andrew Reynolds and Eric Ellington are probably my top 2 or in my top 5 favorite skaters of all time, and I wear a lot of Baker and a lot of Death Wish, and to see those two companies together would be legendary for me. But you know, I don't know, dude, maybe it's just like, maybe it's some stuff that like the average consumer or the average everyday person can't see, you know, like maybe there's connections and maybe there's relationships that people cannot see that go on, you know, like,
of course,
you know, that's why it's hard to really like come up with a definitive answer like, oh no, these people hate when these people wear this brand, or these people don't like Supreme because Supreme fucking doesn't care who wears their brand. Like it's too hard to say that.
Yeah, everybody has their
behind the
reasoning.
scenes shit.
Yeah. Everybody has their reasoning, and some people even just lie and act a certain way just to look cool. So
yeah,
there's no way you can figure it out. You'll run for circles trying to solve that shit. Even people who love Supreme and skateboard might not wear it just because they don't want their homies to say some shit.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And kind of train themselves not to like it.
A lot of people that are into Supreme nowadays that make a big deal out of it, that are like super, super into it, it's like that's not like a question that's asked, you know, like that's not a subject that's brought up, like, oh fucking do you skate, or like blah blah blah. Like,
no,
dude, when you go to Fairfax and you're camping on Fairfax, there's maybe 3 people in a 500 person line who have a skateboard.
3 skateboards out of fucking hundreds.
I swear to God, dude, like
Jesus
nobody
Christ.
has a skateboard out there. Nobody skates. I mean, there are some people that skate, but I mean, dude, it's just like even from the everyday, every week consumers of the brand, you don't see it, dude. It's just not a popular. It's gone from like being something that skateboarders wear and only skateboarders wear to obviously just going completely polar opposites, and just you got people of all walks of life into all different kinds of things wearing Supreme, dude, you know? But, you know, I think that's maybe one thing that they've realized and that they've capitalized on. And, you know, they have people all the way from Raekwon, Mike Tyson, fucking all the way to just like RZA and fucking 3-6 Mafia, Kate Moss, like, you know, they're like using what is at their hands, I guess, you know, like, and by not restricting it to only skateboarders,
they're killing it. Because in that aspect, when you say all those names, and by the way, shout out Neil Young too. You forgot Neil, nigga. You can't not forget Neil.
No, I didn't forget him. You just cut me off because you're a fat.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. Sure, but that nigga Neil is sick as fuck, and me thinking that he's sick as fuck is like cool to me and everything, but then seeing the brand that I also think is awesome agree with me, and then Neil agree with me on the point that that brand is sick, we're all fucking friends. You know what I'm saying? And so we all agree on one point. We all see together, like, dude, I fuck with Neil, he fucks with Supreme. It's awesome. So it's like a big shout out to your favorite fucking artist, your
dude,
favorite
I love
actress,
that
whatever.
shit, dude.
It's awesome, dude. And then you see that they fuck with, you know, your gang shit too. It's the best.
Dude, I love that, dude. I love when, like, I see somebody that I fuck with super tough, like wear Supreme, or like Supreme will collaborate with somebody that like I just think is so dope. And it's like in your own little mind, it's just like what you were saying. It's just so sick. Like when you look up to somebody or think somebody is so sick, and then like you have Supreme on the other hand, and it's like, dude, Supreme is so sick. This person's so sick. And then they're like all agreeing with each other, like a little triangle of like
the trifecta of gang shit.
Yeah, the trifecta of fucking awesomeness. I love that shit, dude. So, all right.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of the pluses, by the way. That's definitely one of the pluses of hitting into the mainstream. You feel me? Because now you can meet some of your heroes and bring your shit to their table.
When do you think that when do you think, around what time do you think that like skateboarding started to become more of like something that people like try to mimic as far as like fashion wise, like start taking like the clothing and the fashion sense of skateboarding away from the skateboard? Like,
there's
when do you
always,
think
dude,
that was?
I'll tell you straight up, dude. There's always been culture vultures when it comes to fucking skateboarding. Skateboarding's always been the top in the head of fucking fashion trends, whatever it may be. Skateboarding always sets the trends, and it's always kind of been the counterculture. So it's been harder to see. But now with social media, everything's blown the fuck up. So everybody recognizes it's coming from skateboarding. So it's really just now, and maybe 2010, 2011, 2012, when Odd Future was blowing up and Tyler was wearing all these box logos, all that type of shit, really brought it out to people and like kind of connected the two, you know, the biggest song ever with skateboarding and all this type of shit. So, and actually authentic skateboarding, not just like hiring some dudes to go do kickflips in your fucking video.
Yeah.
You know, an actual skater.
I think we're at like 30 minutes right now or something. So
something like that.
So what, dude? Is it cool to wear Thrasher and Supreme if you don't skate? Obviously, I think the answer is yes, dude. With this day and age, you know,
do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, fighting against it is probably not going to get you anywhere, dude. We've showed some examples of like even skateboarding companies themselves speaking out and saying like, yo, like we don't necessarily condone this. But again, that was shots at like Justin Bieber and Rihanna specifically, not at like non-skateboarders. So, but then again, you have other brands like Supreme and, you know, more hyped brands like that, like Palace, who have skate teams and a core skateboarding background, but that have definitely taken influences from fashion and other brands, you know, to collaborate with other brands and really like look at Lacoste and Supreme, for example. It's like, you know, I mean, I guess you could skate
some
that
corporation, some company that would have otherwise never been involved in skateboarding.
Exactly. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say.
And it's hard. It's hard to just generalize that question. Just be like, if you don't skate, can you wear Thrasher or Supreme? Because, dude, like, come on. You know, like, even if all these skateboarders, if their mom wears Thrasher, they're stoked. And, you know, like, so, no, if you don't
honestly,
if you don't
I think
skate,
it's a way.
fine.
I think it's
but
a way
if you
for
support the culture.
I think it's a way for people to troll, to be honest, dude.
It is.
I think it's a way for people that like maybe don't wear it or like can't afford it or like just don't end up with it. I think it's an outlet for them to lash out at others who can afford it or who do get it and who do wear it to be like, oh, you're whack, like you don't skate, take it off. Like it's just a way for people to hate and troll and, you know.
Yeah, there's a million different reasons. Some of it is like maybe seeing people with that much money just get to wear a skateboarding company that you can't because you don't have money, because skateboarding's never been about money. Yeah. You know?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That is kind of awkward. But yeah, it's easy to just, I mean, like you're fucking with a bunch of kids and teenagers and even grown men who have all just been a part of, like I said, this counterculture. The people who always said, fuck you, fuck the government, you know, fuck off, all that shit. So Of course, they're gonna say fuck you too if you're wearing their shit. You know,
Yeah.
they like to talk shit.
Yeah, for sure, dude. All right, well,
We like to talk shit.
I hope that we at least covered enough of the topic, and I hope you guys understood what was being said and all of this made sense. Please understand that this was our first time doing this, dude. Like, we literally bought this stuff like a couple days ago. Through the last couple days, we set this all up in the studio. We are running this as like our first discussion video, our first podcast video, or whatever you want to call it.
Hell yes, first of many.
So please
Bear with us.
Bear with us
with
and
us.
spare us the this sucks ass, fuck you comments. If you guys, like I said, have any like constructive criticism, or you guys have any like ideas for videos or topic ideas, or see something that we could change to make it better, please let us know in the comments. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully we can take like this kind of setting or this kind of video and run with it, do different topics, do different subjects. Like, it doesn't always have to be about Supreme or about clothes. Rami, thank you for joining me.
Anytime, all the
I
time.
appreciate it. Rami's running the audio. We love you, Rami. Without you, we would die. And shout out to Duva Duvinsky. She is in the building too. You just cannot see her. So thank you guys very much. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. If you guys are new, please subscribe. You know, we don't have very many videos like this, but hopefully we will in the near future. We're going to have a bunch of studio stuff coming, and we're just going to try to hit it hard within the next weeks, dude. So shout out to all you guys. We love you very much, and we will see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Gang.